Bro, you made one.
Oh, wait. We're live, Sham, man. How are you feeling?
Just check my FPL.
Looking tasty or not? Let me see, man.
Look at me trying to believe in Saka and make him captain instead of Salah for this week.
Idiot boy, idiot. Hey, nah, it's so funny because at the beginning of the season, it was like, if you ain't got Haaland in your team, what's this woke nonsense?
I took Haaland out, bro. They cooked me, but I took Haaland out at the perfect time, Again, I put him in, got some change, got him straight back out.
Yeah, nah, I need to join the woke mob because I tried to rock with
I got Ola 15 points, Isak 17 points, Salah 18 points.
Oh, how many points you're on 80 points minimum then?
Nah, because then who come on? Oh, they're gonna let me put. Okay, Smith Rowe didn't play, so I'm gonna get Johnson's 4 points. Oh, Saka. I wish Saka wasn't captain though. That's howler. But Saka never gets injured, bro.
Legit. And it's 200.
In the 5-goal fest, we would have got at least.
Shit though, man. On his 250th appearance, that's when he finally looks like he's got like a bad 250 appearances.
I'm telling, 22 years old is. That's we're talking wonder kid numbers. That's Trent, Rooney, Michael Owen.
I think I saw
Michael Owen, Messi. Like who the wonder kids? Come up there.
I think I saw a stat that was like at 23 years old, he's got, I think, 24,000 minutes. And I think the person that's got the most minutes at 24 years old, by 24 years old, is Hazard. I think he had like 24. I think he had like 24K or 26K or something like that. Yeah, no, from Lille all the way until he was 24. That's the most minutes in football history that anyone's ever logged. And like Saka's literally just right behind him, 2K behind him.
Messi didn't even.
Nah, deep in Messi when he was
started at 16.
He started at 16, but he was still competing with run until it was like 08, 09. He wasn't the main person in the team. He was still Ronaldinho and that. So like he wasn't really holding.
And bear in mind, Saka didn't start at 16.
He started at what, 17?
Saka started at 17. Yeah.
I think it's for most minutes before 24. I think
get that table up. Get that leaderboard up. That's a good leaderboard.
What minutes?
Yeah, the minutes one.
All right, let me try to find it.
I know Phil ain't nowhere near the top.
Career minutes before at 24 years old. Football.
How you been though?
For footballers with most minutes by a 24-year-old. Let's see. How have I been? Life, man. Too many Christmases.
You made a mad tweet the other day. I was about
to
call you. You were like, "Oh, I'm about to cry in a hole" or something like some downy tweet. I was like, "Rah."
About to cry in a hole?
You made some proper emotional tweet, bro.
What was I tweeted? What did I tweet?
Send you some eggnog.
Oh no! Remember, Julie said that. What do you call it? She couldn't mention. She couldn't mention me on Twitter because I said it to only verified people or something.
Really?
I literally, for some reason, my setting on Twitter was like you couldn't.
Oh yes.
But I think I figured out how to fix it. I literally just wanted to put out a tweet to see whether it was working. I think I put I'm crying or something. But I literally just typed something just to see if it'll work. Rotted. And the man ready to do welfare checks on me.
And then you came and you pulled your shit back in the corners. I thought you spent your last dime on your hair, so maybe. You know what I mean?
Rubbed out.
Yeah, this counts as a trim for Christmas. That trim ain't dried out. Manage this. Like that.
Hey, let's see.
Oh, let's get into it, man. Game week 17. Hold on, let me get some people in here.
At career minutes of a senior football club relative to age. So, raw. Only at 20 years old, only Alphonso Davies had played more minutes than Bukayo Saka. Then we get to where we at? Oh no, this is 21-22 to be fair. This ain't even the updated one. But it's too I couldn't be a statistician, fam. There's too many different numbers, man. I can't be a statistician.
You know, Liverpool fans need to stop this whole they keep sending numbers about what Salah's doing, and he's doing a madness. But okay, we hear you. Now we want you to say something. Who's the greatest player to ever play for Liverpool?
No, don't do that.
No, go on then. Let's entertain it then. Because what are you sending us all these numbers for? If you can say out your own mouth who the greatest player to ever gone,
you gotta fizz the ball into the right midfield. 2 people say, do it. He's the best player. He's the best player to play for your club.
Word.
His name begin with S. Which one is it? Steven or Salah? Which one?
Don't post no more stats until you're ready to admit it.
What Salah is doing this year, this season though, is stupid. It's ridiculous at this point. All right, cool. I think. Wait. Oh no, this is Messi and Ronaldo. Fuck Messi and Ronaldo, bro. The fuck.
How your criminal looking, bro?
How's my what? My Crimbo?
Yeah.
It's a quiet one in the Borquay household, man. Everyone just appreciate the food. Sometimes the food's the present. Don't ask for more. Yeah. Don't need any more.
What's this on the kids?
How's your first ever Christmas in the Adenican household gonna be?
What can I say, man? We're just here, you know what I'm saying? We're just here.
Just the blessing.
Got the football on the screen. I'm here. I'm calling it. I'm not even. It's a minor, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Hey, you got a hotspot, bro?
Oh, right. Yeah, I just seen on the YouTube. Crazy.
You got a hotspot, brother?
Am I back online?
Yeah, you good.
They got me back. They got me back.
Brother. Be careful.
I had internet all day today, fam.
Be careful. I feel like we missed out on a lot of football. We missed out on at least 2 or 3 games by game week. I think last time we spoke was game week 14 or 15, but since then Arsenal's broken my heart twice. I've checked out of football. I wouldn't even say I've checked back in. I'm just hearing it so I don't get fined. But let's start with Manchester. Let's just start in Manchester.
In Manchester. Doesn't both of them just shitting it up right now?
Yeah, let's start in Manchester. Where do you want to go? Crips or Bloods?
Let's start with the A side, Manchester United, the ones that brings in the noise, isn't it?
Firstly, first question: why is the roof still leaking?
What you gotta understand is this stadium is being held up by nothing more than
I know some people that can fix that, can do a quick patch job for £300, bro. You don't need
quick patch job. What papers though? Do you need do that?
We got a good patch up job. It can get you through the end of the season, get you through the winter, because this is ridiculous.
Do they have NI numbers?
Don't worry about that. The point is, how have Bournemouth slapped you 3 goals back-to-back seasons? The first season they blamed it on Egghead. The second season they did it on the Saviour. What's going on? And they popped you. That's even matter. They actually
that's the fight.
They popped you. I saw the game. How did you watch the game? How did you watch the game?
How did I watch the game? Just like the Tottenham game.
No, how did you watch the game? Where did you watch it?
What? I was in the stadium, bro.
You go back quick.
Go back quick. Hyperlink, innit? Hyperrow. HS2. You know, HS2 is still working. How I saw the game, yeah. Just like Tottenham, just like pretty much every game under Amarin so far, set pieces and individual mistakes have killed us. They've killed the Manchester United, man. They've killed us. Set pieces once again. I don't know if our players just don't want to attack the ball. They don't know how to figure out someone's getting screwed. Sometimes, like, what does us?
Your player of the season is the one that gives away a penalty. What are you talking about? Set pieces.
Charge it. That's a mistake. Individual mistakes killing us. Individual mistakes killing us.
But he's been your best player. That was a poor defense.
Bad tackle.
Poor move.
Bad tackle. Bad tackle. And that's
it. Like a kid. If Dalot made that mistake, oh wait. I'm talking to you.
Wait, you say Dalot made the mistake?
If Dalot did that mistake, how would you act? Let's be fair.
Yeah, but Mazraoui has been class all season. Last 2 games, I think he's actually been pretty weak. But all season, Mazraoui's been. I'm not gonna. What do you want me to do? Turn on him?
No, I don't want you to turn on him. I want you to hold him to the fire as well. I'm at today. Like everybody wasn't that good.
No, yeah, everyone. All right, cool. This is where my issues stem with this game, and it's not really something we're gonna solve because at the end of the day, it's very much a player quality issue. The starting lineup from the jump, Amorim, I feel got that wrong. All of our bad performances, or most of our bad performances, have come when we played 2 fullbacks in the wing-back position. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that. We can have that conversation. We can calmly have that conversation.
When I discussed my issues with Maino was always his fitness. When you're 18, when you're 18 and the main I like this. When you're 18 and the main purpose, like your main setback is like you can't get around the pitch, you're looking a bit porky, you're a bit like you're out of breath and stuff. That's a big red flag. You're not gonna get fitter. You're youngest.
He's not on. For me, he's not unfit. The way he runs gives you that impression, but he's not like he's generally.
Oh, so you see it.
No, it's the gait of his run and how he runs. Of course, it looks like he's like.
Hazard was a big boy. Pause. But you don't see him looking unfit. Why? So it's not necessarily the style of his running.
Do you think he looks unfit though? As in,
I think after the hour mark, he always is gasping.
Gasping is gassing it, bro. It's gassing it. Come wait. Hold the room for. Give me 2 minutes. Hold the room for 2 minutes.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi is in the gulag. Honestly speaking, if we're gonna be completely vulnerable and honest about Manchester United, again, they've gone early. Obviously, beating Pep is exciting, and you're gonna have highs and lows. A bit like when Arsenal was finishing 8th and 8th. There's some games where you're like, oh my god, this is fantastic, and other games where like it's awful. But the saving grace for Amorim is he actually has a free hit this season. Losing to Bournemouth though, 3-0 again. Oh man. And if you ask the Banks who stays and who goes, the funny thing is Rashford needs to go and Casemiro needs to go, but the people that he even says need to stay are not good enough. So mainstream media do this thing where they're like, yeah, we can build a team around a couple of the quality players in Bruno. If anybody, this is just a news flash, if anybody speaking about Manchester United, if they mention Bruno as one of the players to stay, they just don't know ball. Because I think having Bruno in the team, having him as one of the main players in the team, I mean, he has to play week in, week out, play him in the 10, play him on the right wing. He has to start. He has to be your captain. I think that holds you back significantly because, firstly, if you just watch Bruno, if he doesn't do a Hollywood pass, that's it. There's nothing to his game because he doesn't dictate the tempo of any game. His pressing is very, very childish and very, very I don't want to be stupid in the sense of like it's just irrelevant. He doesn't press intelligently, so his pressing off the ball pressing game is poor. His leadership doesn't seem the best. We've seen that in the media how petulant he is. But then when he's on the ball, he's shooting like ball striking is very good, but his selection, like his decision making in terms of when to make Hollywood and when to not, he doesn't have that in his locker, and he breaks down several attacks. When it works, the often thing is when it works, it looks good because it often ends up in the goal. But too many times does he break down Manchester United's attacks or not even attacks, build up. Manchester United's build up, not transition, build up. And for me, it's not good enough. the diag's either overhit or it's got snow on it as it goes across the other side of the pitch, or just the selection of passing, the way in which he goes to pass the ball, he used the wrong side of his foot, he'll make it too pretty instead of just getting it across as efficiently as possible. I think Bruno, when you get rid of him, everything underneath naturally auto select, get gone. But Man United have a free hit. Where are they in the table? Let's check, because personally, I ain't even trying to boy it. I don't know where these lot are in the table. I think 11th. Should they be 11th? I take pride. United cannot be looked at as a serious organization. United cannot be looked at as a serious organization right now. I can't lie. Fair enough. But Chelsea were in the same situation last season. I take mad pride in calling this bum Bruno out from Way Day. Oh, fair play. Fair play, Joey Essence. You said it for a long time. Why is this bugging? Hold on. Can't even get the yeah, there we go. So Manchester United are 13. Casa. They're 13. Golly. Damn. Okay. That's proper bottom half. Anyway, going on to Manchester City, and for me, again, I'm going to start where it needs to start, because if no one's going to do it, I will. Philip Walter Foden. At one point in the last presser that Pep did, I think 2 presses ago, Pep said it's been so unfortunate because we don't, obviously not having Rodri and not having Foden, not having Roger and not having Phil. Oh, I was like, bro, I understand Rodri because the man's not there. But the fact that Phil plays game in, game out, and Pep still sees it as we don't have it, goes to show how irrelevant and pathetic he's been this season. And all I'm going to say is, if certain players had this much of a fall off, would they have been called out by now? Would the media have said, where are they? Would they have called, would they have put the onus on why their team's performing badly on them? Or because Foden gets baby, absolutely babied, in the sense of, oh, Rodri's not there, so we allow it. Oh, the team needs another rebuild, so we allow them. But for me, if you are the player of the year and your team's on like 1 win or 2 wins in 11 or 12 games, how much to go on this game week 17? You have to ask, what's going on? Like, why does everything have to be perfect for you to play well? Honestly, wait a minute. I'm pixelated, brother.
Looking pixelated.
Yeah, you're good now.
Any better?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, cool. Had to go downstairs get the Christmas present, man.
Oh, are you buying someone a Switch, or you got a Switch?
Buying it for someone.
Who's gonna wrap it?
To be fair, it's my sister that does the wrapping now. I'm getting the Switch for her. So we're getting the Switch for her. So it's like, can't really ask her to wrap her own present.
Just put it in the bag. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Put a bag and put the tape. Put the tape over the top.
Oh yes, you can't see it straight away.
Yeah, put the tape on the top. Pinch it. Just address it.
Put the fries in the bag. Tape it up.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro. All that wrapping stuff. Anyway, I was just going on about City in terms of what I can say about City, and I think like if every Prem fan in the world, if every football fan in the world is completely transparent, they would swap their history for City's last 5 years' history and take this slump. This is so. What 100%. I'm saying is City's allowed to have a blip, and that's fine. Even if they fall into the Conference League, you'd swap. Let's be so. I'm allowed Pep. Just allow Pep. You built up enough cash for this howler.
And the thing is, if it always felt as if like they were gonna have a crash down, or maybe I didn't expect it to be this bad, but you expect.
I didn't think it'd be this bad.
Winning time after time after time after time is like so draining, so taxing. Like you thought at some point they're gonna finish second, they're gonna finish third, because like to keep that going.
But then why does everybody look washed?
But bruh, I feel like this, like, I'm not saying it's super different from what we've experienced over the last season with City.
Because I think this team is just as washed as last season's team. You know what I think is the honest difference? Aside from Rodri, I feel like when City lost the first 2 or 3 games and they looked beatable, other teams were like, you know what? And I think it's everybody else's mental. I don't think it's necessarily City. I think a lot of City getting away with what they did in these 4 seasons is because the game was I always used to say it on here. The game with City was always won in a tunnel. So but now when it looks like what? Leave something on a man. Do you get what I mean? So every team's like, nah, we could get something here. The mindset changes. Do you get what I mean? So
That's how
I don't
like
think
now teams look at Bernardo Silva, Gundogan playing centre mid and be like,
you're gonna get some. These man. First that's rough for them, man.
well, I get big man like a Nana. What you have to
That's rough for them, man.
Terry Crews when he got them both in a headlock like this. Legit. You can't just be sending no flimsy man up against it. Like,
so my thing is, and then Pep, obviously, with Rodri not being there, you have to play man like Rico Lewis, bro. Man, are like, I'm not having that. Do you get? So, but before, if these men were playing 2 seasons ago, they're like, fair enough, these men are playing, but like they'll spam the ball to KDB, or like Guardiola's getting a goal from like man, I'll just score. So, but when everybody's when everyone's like, no, we can get something, your mindset, like everything lifts, everything goes up another level. So I think part of it is to do what you
right now where I've got that thing right now where when they concede, it's like now their heads go. And you can see like before even like the rare occasion when City would concede, you still think, you know what, they're gonna recycle this ball, they're gonna create. So as you said, they'll get that ball to KDB and he's gonna create something. Right now, the KDB is like his fitness is one day on, one day off. So it's not even like you've got that sort of maverick, that sort of that one person that's because it's not Foden, it's not Grealish, it's not Doku, it's not Savinho. That you think give them the ball and they're gonna create something out of nothing. Now it's just literally pass. They've got all of these the Gundawans, the Kovacic's, the Rico Lewis's who will keep the ball moving, but there's no end product. And worst of all, once they turn that ball over, none of them are getting back as quick as they want. None of them. I'm seeing, bruh, that Tillsman, the ball was class, but seeing all of it was a class ball. But
no one could get hold of Morgan Rogers. Just in general throughout the whole game. You see how he just got Partey that time. He was just trying to. It's not possible.
That's it. Like certain man got that gate when they're running, where it's just like players are just gonna bounce off them. Like you can try.
Yeah, he's got that.
You want to take the yellow. You want to bring tactical yellow. Yes, Pep's gonna be happy. No, you're just like you're gliding off him. You're gliding off him. Yeah, Morgan Rogers.
If City take a year, I also think City take a year out. It's an opportunity. He leaves an opportunity because there's a vacuum that needs to be filled, and I guess that's what's happened now with Liverpool. So Liverpool go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and absolutely crash it on them.
So I'm looking at some of these comments. United cannot be looked at as a serious organization right now. I can't lie. Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I've already cooked Bruno as well.
Yeah, no, let's talk. Let's before we get back to before we finish off the United talk. You were talking. You want to jump on Liverpool?
Yeah, so I think Liverpool actually crashed it on Tottenham. I think all the whole like Ange changing his style of play, whether he changed, he tweaked, it's irrelevant. There was nothing Tottenham were going to do today that was going to take Liverpool out of their stride. Because again, I feel like
long.
Arne Slot's got the balance perfectly between transition, slowing the game down, playing in transition, and just conserving and then holding on to a lead. But the latter part of this, that started to slip a little bit, obviously, since Konate is gone, because Liverpool actually conceding a lot of goals now, needless goals, and they're just a bit. They're not just coming from Robertson's side now. Today, a couple of them one came from Van Dijk not being dominant in the air, which was weird. Another one came from McAllister losing. Like, a goal can come from, you can get a goal against them, but Arne Slot's managed to do the thing. Well, okay, if we're gonna concede, we'll take it to another level. We'll get back. again, he's done managed to do that so well. So there was nothing that Tottenham could do today again that Liverpool ain't going to win. You know, one, the pitch is too big for Tottenham, as in Tottenham themselves. I think their pitch plays against them. The way they want to play, it doesn't suit their home pitch. The home pitch is the biggest pitch probably in the league, and then they make the pitch so big.
I think I disagree in the sense that the way Postecoglou wants to play, all of this like who's going to push up on them, we're going to play on the front foot. It definitely like it helps. The more space to do that, the more like it helps.
But here's the thing: then the back line's too high, and there's so much space in behind, and then they're always running towards,
like, against the
Liverpool. They're always running back towards goal. So then
Liverpool feast on transitions and like want to that they want to do that as well. If you want to turn into a gunslinging game, Tottenham versus Liverpool, I know you're gonna,
every time.
You're gonna back a gunslinger match versus Tottenham. You're gonna back Liverpool, and especially with Tottenham's back line, like Jagerson, Archie Gray, like he's a good player, but it's tough.
He was the best out of the back four.
Tough.
He was the best out of the back four.
That's what I'm saying. But again, he was still like there's too much space that like he's not going to be able to cover every. I think
every blade of grass. Yeah.
I think Jed Spence and Archie Gray were actually deep, like especially in their 1v1 battles. Like Salah versus Jed Spence. I thought like Jed Spence won a majority of them, but I think Mo Salah still left like 2 goals and an assist or something. Like it's fuckery. Like you can't. It's trying to defend all that space, trying to defend all of that movement, that constant transition. Bro, I saw Jed Spence every single time the ball went in the back of the net. He was just like literally just like, well, is it?
Yeah,
again,
there's no leadership. And can I just say, Heung-min Son's a coward.
How so?
He gets away with absolute murder. Like when he has a howler, or when like he does his seasons, every season he goes 6 months or so, and just does nothing, and just doesn't step up. Everyone keeps quiet. Then he has this crazy purple patch of 2 months, and everyone talks about him being world class. He's done it since before Mane was around. He's done it for like 8 years, and he's never there when it's time to be counted or like to lead. He got away with it when Harry Kane was there all these years of being the Robin to Harry Kane, being Batman, and being the Robin to Harry Kane's Batman. But now in the 2 seasons that it's just him, he's so useless, especially when he plays up top, useless. Left wing, he's just not good. Like when we talk about who's the best left winger or right winger in the league, you forget about him. He's so forgettable, and it's for me, it's just the fact he's never held to a standard. Like he could be put in certain conversations, but he's never held to the same level of criticism. Again, like Foden, he benefits from that as well.
Let's be fair. Heung-min Son in the Premier League has been a beauty for a while. I get what you mean in terms of like.
No, he's been good, and that's fine. He's been around for a long time, but I'm saying when
at this point it's a washed version of Heung-min Son.
No, at this point, but I'm not talking specifically about this point. I'm talking about 4 seasons. 3 seasons.
Heung-min Son for a couple of seasons now has been a clinical boot. He's been a booter.
Nobody's saying he's not clinical. I'm nobody's saying he's not clinical. I'm saying when the going gets tough and like it's time for Tottenham to do something, take it to the next level, he can never take them there. He's not good enough.
100%. I don't think he's that level of player that elevates Tottenham to he needs a Harry Kane or a player level above that as well.
And that still wasn't good enough for them.
He's not a Mane, but at his best, he was cold. But they
compared him to Mane. There was a combo like who's better, Son or Mane.
It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. Mane is literally one of the best forwards that the Premier League has seen.
Facts.
He's one of the best forwards that the Premier League has seen, and like Heung-min Son, give him the ball in the box, he's gonna create a yard of space, and more time he's putting the bottom corner, he's putting it in the net. That's his job. That's what he could do. He wasn't a Mane type player where you could give it to him deep and he's dribbling past 3 players and into. That's not really Son's game. But yeah, this version of Son.
Martinelli had good finishing. He's Heung-min Son.
Say again. If Martinelli had finishing.
Yeah, he's Heung-min Son.
If Martinelli could create his own shot, he'd be Heung-min Son.
That's it.
Martinelli cannot create his own shot, unfortunately. But Yeah, no, it was as you said, it was always going one direction. This match was always going one direction. I can't lie. It was always going in the favor of a team that's scoring goals, big ass pitch, hella a team that's gonna offer you the chance to play in transition. If there's anything Tottenham Liverpool would have wanted from this game, is give us the chance to give me Mo Salah in space, give me Luis Diaz in space,
Mm.
give me chances to put Gakpo at the edge of the box or running into the box.
Mm.
Give me all of these things and we'll win the game.
Mm.
Tottenham, Postecoglou, if he was a different type of manager, he thinks, how can I limit those opportunities for Liverpool? How can I make it so that we're not going to give Salah the whole? Because it was just time and time and time again. That same Trent Alexander pass down the side, and Salah's got all that space, or Szoboszlai's got all that space. And it was the same thing over and over and again. It's like a different manager who's willing to compromise a little bit, figures out how I can limit those. But man, I don't know, like he wants to go band for band with every single manager, every single game. It's not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out for you if you're going to do that every single. You want a manager to stick to his principles, but you go band for band with like no baby in the club in Atlanta, not even like in Milwaukee or not even like in Atlanta. Come on, man. Don't go band for band with someone at their own game, man. It's not worth it. Hold on, leaving your table, and it's like rah. What I can do it now, man. Don't do it. It's all right. Yeah. It's all right. Exit.
All right.
Exit. Let's talk a little bit on United. I'll just finish off the United talk. Yeah, I said I didn't like the fullbacks playing, and again, there's the same thing.
Hey, you're pixelated, brother. You can't. Every time you want to talk about United, your internet goes. You had that, bro.
All right, cool. Give me 1 second.
I think you just should let it go. I think that's God telling you just let go of the United segment, bro.
Yeah, go to the United segment.
Talking about fullbacks playing in wing back. Who do you want to play there?
Needs to play some wingers there, man. Garnacho, humble.
So you want to play Garnacho and Anthony or Garnacho and Ahmad in the wing back position. But what does anyway, whatever. See, every time it's time to talk about United, his internet goes, you lot. And really and truly, that's a sign from God. Oh, he's back.
Stop telling people.
You want to play Garnacho and Ahmad on the wings, on the fullback position?
I don't know, bro. I don't. But
you're starving, man. If you think that's why you got popped today at Bournemouth, you're just starving.
You need to do something else, man. And
you're okay. You know what you need to do? It's what I said when you left. You need to realize that this is a free hit, so this is gonna happen. You're 13th, you're 13th in the league, yeah. Man, it's not getting. Just aim for the Europa, bro.
We have to focus on Europa, and you're right. Like you win against Man City, and then you lose against Bournemouth. I've come to terms that this is gonna be the season where, like, don't bother hanging your hat on any sort of result.
There's too much beef. There's too much people in between you and 4th place and 5th place, bro. Just Europa it. Just hopefully you can nick something in there. You're out of the Carabao. FA Cup, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, link up, man.
But yeah, it's a free hit season, and I think you've made peace with that. You're okay right in this season now.
As long as we get some players in, because I can't. I'm struggling to judge Amorim while trying to put his system in with these current players. It's a hard watch trying to judge him, because I'm seeing some of the starting the attack of Haaland, Bruno, and Ahmad.
I think if he's got the bollocks, he gets rid of Bruno in summer. He's got the bollocks.
I agree, but there's already going to be so much turnover. I don't think he's going to find it worth it to get rid of Bruno as well.
Brother, let me tell you this. You lot are so much better without him. Like, if you don't play, trust me, he breaks down a lot of things.
I agree that we need to replace him. I agree. But in terms of squad depth and squad quality, like, there's going to be too, like, Rashford's going to go.
Stay and then not play. That's the thing, because he's the captain. If you get rid of him, and Bruno's one of them ones, he said, like, if you don't want me gone, I'll calmly go. Like, and Bruno will be fine. He'll go PSG. He'll be okay. So don't even worry about him. He'll be fine. You lot need to worry about you in the sense of you ain't building nothing with Bruno, bro. He's
I
so
agree.
destructive.
I agree.
He's so
I
destructive.
agree. After watching, no, I actually hear it because you actually
He's
need
so
to.
destructive footballing wise. And he's like your Trossard. What he does, he does it, but he's the captain and he does it, and everyone thinks it's good because occasionally works out. If you watch Trossard for Arsenal, Jesus Christ, just in build up, oh, he's horrific. Not in transition. Transition is probably bad as well, but build up specifically, build up in when you're just trying to make something out of nothing. He does the wrong pass every time, either Hollywood or a slow, just inverted, simple pass, or try to do outside the foot when it's supposed to be just a side pass, or a driven pass when it's supposed to be a side. It's just like, oh, what are you doing? And then if that's supposed to be your captain, your most technical player, if he's the bar, you're going nowhere fast. That's what I'm saying. So that's a real shake up. Picking on man like Rashford, Maguire, that does nothing. That doesn't move the needle. Getting rid of them certain man that everybody's always skeptical about, that does nothing. But going for him, it shows, yeah, okay, let's start again.
I'm not against. I've always like thought we're capped with Bruno as like as you said, with Bruno as the main person, as the best player in the team. Your team is capped. And watching a performance like Morgan Rogers, like we needed a player that can give us that level of performance with consistency, especially in one of those 10 positions. I disagree with that idea that Bruno wouldn't be unhappy with changing his role, or except at least for a season. He signed a new deal, so having Bruno in the squad is a lot better in terms of how many people are going to lose this summer, how many people need to go. Just in terms of the numbers, in terms of the quality that's below Bruno, because as crap as Bruno is, the other players are crapper. That's something we have to actually like. We did it with Van der Beek. We did it with a whole bunch of players. Like everyone can come and take Bruno's spot until it's time to take Bruno's spot, and we realize they're pretty crap. So like in terms of Bruno's not good, but the other players are worse. And in terms of key, like we need to keep as much quality in the squad as possible. There's going to be a lot of players that go in the summer or January. Like there has to be, because over the last couple of games, you've seen more and more. Some of these players just can't execute what Amarim is looking for, and keeping them would be like Anthony.
He ain't going nowhere. He's 90 mil.
No, but he's got he'll have like 2 more years left on his contract. Like a loan with a option to Italy, that'll be there for someone. Loan with £25 million option.
25 mil. You're dreaming.
We could get 25 mil. We could get 25
You're
mil.
dreaming.
Good season in Italy. Good season in Italy. We could get that.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of perfect examples this year or this game week for awards. I say what we can do. We can combine game week 16 and 17 together. So for us, actually, I'm mixing up both Crystal Palace game. Well, ours was Everton and Crystal Palace with a Carabao in between, but we can combine 2 weeks of awards this week. So if you can start with who's star of the week you're giving, Banks. You're giving star of the week this.
It's an easy one for me if we're combining both. It's an easy one. It's an easy one. Going away to the Etihad, 2 of your star players been dropped and you need a hero. And you get to call on Amad Diallo. And you get to say Amad Diallo plays for your club. And he's going to decide the game.
We've game week 16.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to combine both weeks, it's an easy one.
Yeah, we're combining, but was he 17 as good as he's 16 to give him both?
Oh, that's the vibe you're on. All right, cool. Even just for that week, I'll give it to him. I can't lie. Even just for that week, I'll give it to him. It was enough. It was enough to carry for both weeks. There's a couple.
The goal was big.
There's a couple honorable mentions I'll give. Joe Gomez, quality today, packed up Heung-min Son on that whole right hand side. Kulusevski, I think, was cold as well. Like he was the one player for Tottenham giving it to them. Morgan Rogers, obviously, another dominating performance against Man City.
Right. Thank you. So, my star of the week this week has got to go to For me, when you get a hat, you're definitely up there. So for me, it's got to be Alexander Isak. We see you. We see what you're doing, and we've got a nice Eritrean girl for you in North London when you come down, brother. We see what you're doing. Don't worry, brother. We don't worry. Let us sort out the sporting director thing, and brother, we'll see you soon, bro. And North London.
What stops Liverpool from trying to sign Isak?
Listen, money talks, man. And Liverpool ain't got bread. Let's not lie. Secondly, let's just be honest. We love Liverpool country as a footballing area. No one wants to live there. North London. That's it. So Isak, especially my Swedish Eritreans, Isak, we got you, brother. We got you. So Alexander Isak, star of the week. Let's go on to the Kyle Walker leave the game before the game leaves you award. Who is getting that? Who's getting that? Who's getting that this week? Thanks.
There's a couple that could take it this week. Nathaniel Klein, watching you play football I actually appreciate the fact that you're South London playing for your hometown club. Like all of these things I appreciate, but that when you couldn't check Trossard's run for that fourth goal, I was like, yeah, the football has left. The football has left. The football has left
Klein. When I saw Klein, I was watching football with my wife. I was telling her, listen, that guy was on Love and Hip Hop, bro. And BET. What's he doing? And he still became a footballer. I was like, no, he just came in a cameo episode. But,
right, no context Premier League. That's the most no context Premier League shit.
Premier League right there. For me, the Kyle Walker leave the game before the game leaves you award goes to Pepito.
Oh, that is harsh. That is harsh. You're giving it to Fett. This is the same person that was telling you he's the greatest Premier League manager.
No, he's the greatest. He's the greatest. I'm joking. But like, honestly,
see, they don't love you in this game.
Listen, bro, you can't keep losing, brother. You can't keep losing. I was gonna give it to be honest. All right, let me be fair. I wanted to be nasty, but you know what I mean. I tried to be nasty, but I can't be nasty. I'm giving it to Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Hey,
I'm giving it to Ruud van Nistelrooy. It's okay to get slapped 4-0 in the Geordie neck of the woods in Tyneside. It's okay to lose 4-0, but losing the West Midlands derby 3-0 at home,
not good enough.
Because you was all like, everyone's all like, oh, we've got a manager, looks the part, tech startup manager, looks the part, got rid of Cooper. You just conceded 7 in 2 games. I know you're Leicester, but one of them's supposed to be a derby, and bro, you can't lose 3-0 at home in a derby.
Hey man,
yeah.
Chill on, man.
So I allow you this week. I wanted to give it to the managers.
Get him to January. Let him get some pieces, man. Let him get some pieces.
You think that? What you think you get a free hit? You don't get a free hit.
No free hits.
You don't get a free hit, brother. You don't get a free hit.
Gifts. No gifts.
No, you don't get a free hit, brother.
Game is nasty, man.
Let's get some Christmas talking back. You off for the rest of the year?
I'm off, man. Friday was my last day.
We thank God, man. Because look at me, I'm about to go and lie down. I'm going into. I'm not going in tomorrow. I'm working from home, but I put my laptop on a 8:59.
No, you're just crawling. You're just crawling to Christmas break.
Yeah, man, my Hennessy.
I says I need to go mute my car. God damn. Oh man, I'm done. Bro, by the Thursday I'd already checked out. I was like, yeah.
I'm done. I'm in 2025. I'm in the new year. You can't tell me nothing. I'm in the new year.
This is officially circle back in the new year.
I'm in the new year. That's me. I'm actually in the new year. But hey,
anything you want, any serious piece of. If you actually come to me December 23rd for a serious piece of work, that's on you. That's actually on you.
I'm
It's
in the
on
New
you.
Year, and now
They'll
I'm planning for the wedding this time next year. So expect to see some news very soon. Coming soon.
Come and
The stores near you. Coming soon.
hear it.
Legit
Hear
link
it.
in bio. RSVP.
Banner.
Yeah.
Banner.
Nah, man. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope you've also had a blessed year. We're gonna do one more to do the New Year's, but I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, guys.
Absolutely Merry Christmas from the Tier 3 family.
Thanks, run the rhythm.
We got a rhythm.
I think so.